Good morning, guys. Hi. Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. It's about 4:15, 4:16 in the morning here in Seattle, and I'm not sure if you can hear. Do you hear it? It's melting ice, which is a very hopeful sound in that we'll be able to take off. That'd be nice. Waiting for the shuttle. Waiting for the shuttle driver, and then we'll be out of here. I can't wait to go home. I will see you at the airport or on the plane. Okay, see you soon. It's a huge shuttle for most airport shuttles, and it is full. Everyone's eager to get out of Seattle. Oh, hey, good morning, guys. Made it to the gates. Boy, Seattle airport is very convoluted. Two of us got randomed out of the four, me included, of course. And then you have to take a tram to somewhere, and then change trams to get to S gates, and then go up an escalator. I have never seen an escalator so high. They actually have mountain ranges illustrated along the sides just to push the point that you're going half a mile up. And then we have to walk like a crazy distance to the gate, and the only coffee nearby is Peet's, and I honestly refuse to drink Peet's. It's like cigarette ashes in your mouth. Complain. I'm very tired. But yeah, we're here. We're ready to go home, and we have it easy. We're just flying to Vegas. Our chaser, the poor thing, he's flying to Vegas. Then he has to double deadhead to Chicago, meaning he's flying from Vegas to Orlando and then to Chicago, the poor thing. But yeah, we got it easy. We got it very, very easy. I will see you on the plane. Good morning. All right, so we're on the plane, obviously. Why do I tell you that? You can see I am. 1 hour, 57 minutes to get home, and we are booked at 189. So that means a lot of babies. That's what that means. Yeah, I will see you in Vegas. Just to give you an idea of how far we've had to travel through the airport just to get to the plane to start our day. I already have 2,400 steps in, and that's, I didn't walk around the hotel. That's from when I woke up. And it's 5:35. Hey guys, welcome back to Las Vegas. It's a beautiful day here, sunny, about 41 degrees, very nice. Man, you know, I only worked 2 legs for this entire trip, but I'm tired. I made poor sleeping choices last night, so it's gonna be a nap day. I'm gonna take a short nap when I get home. I don't want to sleep too much because I do have to go to bed relatively early because I have an early morning show tomorrow. But yeah, let me get into the car and I will give you a little debriefing on our flight today. Good morning, guys. It's 9:14. I'm on the way home. I am going to stop and get a cup of coffee first, because as much as I do want to nap, I don't want to fall asleep the minute I get home. I do want to stay up and hang out with the cats and give them treats, and Buddy's going to want attention, and so a little caffeine is in order. Today was lovely. Today was really nice, and there's nothing better than coming home from work and it being 9:15 in the morning. It's just so nice to have the whole day to yourself. My check-in for work tomorrow is 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning, something like that. So I've got almost a full day off, technically, before my next trip. So that's good. Today was very nice. You know, today was very nice. Certainly, I was not stressed after my layover. Our layover was 42 hours inadvertently. But yeah, so beyond not making good sleeping choices it was a nice layover. I certainly ate enough. Oh my goodness. My crew, if I did not express this earlier, was amazeballs. They were amazing. It's Shella. I love working with her. AJ, who's one of my favorite people. He's very, very funny. Down low, like you don't know he's funny until he says something, and it's a total surprise. He's so great. I love him. And Morgan, our chaser from our Chicago base, was very, very nice. Yeah, so great crew. Our passengers were wonderful today. Not one issue with attitudes or moods or anything. The only, I wouldn't even say it's a negative. It wasn't a negative, but one woman, she's a little younger than I am, but she had two grown sons, and they were big boys. They're like my size. They're big boys. One of them has epilepsy. Both of them are on the spectrum, I guess that you call it. They are both special needs to a degree, one more than the other, and the other one has epilepsy, and he had a small seizure. I guess it's very common and very normal. It wasn't anything that was unusual, apparently, for him. But the stresses of holiday travel with her, she's by herself with her two boys, and they're not able really to care for themselves. Plus his seizure on the plane, and other people, some people don't mean to be rude. They just don't understand that not everybody is like at the same level they are. And so she was just, I think, just so stressed. She was just crying. Tears were running down her face. And she just needed someone to be nice to her. And thankfully, Shella was right there. Morgan was right there. I popped up later because I didn't want to like crowd them, you know. But she was just expressing her gratitude for my coworkers being so nice. When I was leaving the airport, this is where I really felt bad. When I was leaving the airport, I was walking by the ticket counter, and there she was with her sons, and it turns out her flight, wherever she was going from here, was canceled. The person who was working the line at the counter was not helping out, but that person isn't really probably trained to help her out. So there was a very long line at the ticket counter, and her son, one of her sons, was getting tired and stressed and just needed to sit down. So I grabbed a wheelchair and brought it over and suggested she have him sit where she can see him while she stands in line. You know, it was just, and you know, there's all sorts of stories of people, you know, having difficult travel days, especially with this weather we've had. But I felt especially bad for her because she was trying so hard, and she was just so tired. She was crying. I wish there were more I could have done, but let me get a cup of coffee and I will see you guys later on. All right, toodaloo. Oh, if you didn't see this little Santa Claus, look how cute this little Santa is. He is a little mini plushie with like a hair clip inside his arms. He was embracing this candy cane, which is not the candy cane that you may have seen in a recent video. That was very funny. But yeah, let me get a coffee. I will see you guys later on. Hey guys, all right, so I skipped coffee entirely. I do want to take a nap early this afternoon with the cats. They'll be happy to take a little nap with me. If I sleep too late in the day, then I'm not going to sleep tonight. And tomorrow, I've got a long day. I've got three fairly long legs tomorrow, ending up in New Orleans about 9:30 tomorrow night. So it's a long day of flying on Christmas. So I definitely want to get a good night's sleep tonight. So I decided to come to Taco Bell, of course, because I have gift cards in my car and in my pocket. So I got some Taco Bell. But before Taco Bell, you know what I did. You know what I did. I don't have to even tell you. If you watch my videos, you know what I did. I'm not proud of it, but I did. I walked into Goodwill. All right, why did I do that? First, it is Sunday, Christmas Eve, as you know. They are having a red tag sale. Red tags at Goodwill are items that never get discounted except for one day a month. And those items go like this. So I walked in there and I found a barely ever touched, hardly worn, I don't see any show of wear or tear or anything. It's a little gray leather Kate Spade shoulder bag, like a crossbody bag, honestly. It's adorable, and it was $14.99, half price. I will buy Kate Spade for $8. Thank you. Yes. So I'll list it on eBay for sure. It's not something I think I'd wear myself. I found a giant sculpture. I don't know if it's brass or bronze. It's black on the outside. I just saw this weird, knobby, crazy thing that looks vaguely like a bust of somebody, but it's just a very strange looking sculpture. And it had a red tag on it for $19.99. I thought, $10 for a statement like this? I turned it around and I fell in love. I mean, I am over the moon. This is something I would see in someone else's home and think, oh my God, this has got to have a story. Who is this? Who did this? It's amazing. And it was $10. And I got 3 little votive candle holders that were carved out of selenite, which is a beautiful, beautiful stone that has like a moonlight quality to it. Light travels through it in like a milky, luminescent way that's just gorgeous. So we're at 3 of these big, chunky votive holders, and those were on sale as well. So I mean, it was worth walking in there. I wasn't in there 20 minutes. Yay! So I'll show you what I got maybe in a future video, because that sculpture is going to be, I don't even know how I'd show it to you. It's so huge. Yeah, let me eat my little burritos and then go home, give the cats their treats, crawl in bed for a little while, and then I'll stop back and talk to you about, I want to just spend a moment or two touching on how my anniversary, my 5-year anniversary on YouTube, and maybe a little bit about what it's meant to me. And yeah, so I will see you at the house. See you soon. All right, so I just got home. This is the Kate Spade little leather bag I got. It was $14.99 and it was half price. I think it's adorable. And it's in, I mean, it's in flawless condition. I don't even think anyone's ever used it. And this is one of the 3 candle holders I got. Do you see the way that light travels through and across? It's like moonlight, just solid moonlight. So pretty. The other 2 are a little different in terms of how the texture, but those were so pretty. I thought those were great. These are probably going to be for me on my mantle after the holiday season. And this is the sculpture, the bust that I got. And you can see it in comparison to my very large rolling tote bag. It's enormous. And, I mean, look at that. Isn't that the most interesting thing? It's so crazy. And it's very, very heavy. It's so wild. I don't recognize the artist's signature at all. And wait till you see the bottom. That's the bottom of the piece. It's actually hollow, but it still weighs probably close to 50 or 60 pounds. And you can see this kind of gold color. This is the color of the metal underneath the finish. You can see little scratches. So I don't know if this is brass or if it's bronze, but I mean, it is amazing. I mean, does anyone recognize this? It's so crazy. It looks like this is a beard. That looks like a cheekbone almost, but so does this. These are very dimensional. Are those eyelashes? Is this like a brow bone? No, that's a brow bone. I really don't know. I just think it's unbelievably cool. Look at that. Look at that. Crazy. Yeah, so that's like my favorite find ever. ever at Goodwill. This is like the coolest thing I've ever found. All right, let me go get the cats. Hi, buddy. I missed you. I missed you. Hi. Hello. Are you smelling Taco Bell or Goodwill? Hi, honey. Hello. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Oh, my floor is filthy. Little bits and pieces of cardboard from their scratching boards. I could vacuum, but it scares the cats. Cat butt! Cat butt! Hey guys. It is so, yes, buddy. Anytime I pick Eleanor up, you know Buddy's gonna be like, meow, meow, what's going on? Why aren't you paying attention to me? Hi, Eleanor. Baby. One of Eleanor's favorite toys, look how cute she is a string on a stick. I know, she's so high-tech. She's so hard to please. Don't swallow it. She loves this string. Oh, you're so cute. I missed you. I missed you. Hey, buddy. Buddy is not interested in the string. Look how handsome he is. Oh, look. He's playing. He never plays with the string. Are you playing or are you just irritated by the string? Oh, no, buddy, no. No, do not take her spot. He is looking up there at her spot. Oh. No, no, buddy, no. That's her spot. You have plenty of spots. Oops. Sorry, I meant to zoom out. All right. Well, let's take a nap, shall we, kiddos? What, buddy? What? What? Want to say hi to your friends? Say hi to your friends. Oh, Eleanor, you want to see your friends? That is a hard no. She's cuddling up on her pieces of tissue paper on the floor. Half of my living room is covered with pieces of paper and other things that the cats like to either play with or lie on. So, I mean, it looks like a garbage heap, but the cats are happy. So speaking of happy, what a fantastic Christmas Eve. I could not have planned for a better Christmas Eve day. It has been fantastic. Woke up after a very long, unexpected, but well-fed, a long layover in Seattle, a 2-hour flight back home to Las Vegas, an amazing Goodwill haul in like the course of, 10, 15 minutes, a little bit of Taco Bell for lunch, coming home to hang out with my cats. We had a very long, extended nap. It wasn't really a nap so much as falling comatose in bed with the cats. And then I got up a little while ago, made myself a cup of hot cocoa in a mug that my old friend and coworker, Gracie, made back when I was in Florida. Gracie is a hand builder. She built and then carved and glazed this mug. Isn't that fun? So I'm having some hot cocoa. It's a little too hot right now to drink. What else? Just hanging out in front of the Christmas tree. And I popped on Facebook for a moment, and one of the memories that popped up is a picture of me. That's too hot. A picture of me like doing this, and there's an animation of mistletoe or something above me. It was a photograph that was taken in a house at the top of the Smoky Mountains in North Carolina. My friend Steve owns that in Atlanta, if you remember that house. He owns a house in the Smoky Mountains. 6 years ago, we went up there for Christmas Eve, and it was Christmas morning. I took that photograph, and the night before, I had gone on to Indeed and a few other websites and applied for jobs around the Atlanta area, hoping to find a good job where I could then move to Atlanta, living with my friend Steven and Phil, and then that was a memory on Facebook is of that Christmas morning. I had just applied for jobs, one of them being my current airline. And, flash forward a week later, I was 2 weeks later, I was going to a face-to-face interview with my airline. So it's sort of funny that picture was just before my whole life happened, at least this chapter of my life happened. And it's sort of magical to see that photograph. And it's just an amazing time. And then to look back at my first YouTube video that I posted on YouTube was today. 5 years ago today, I made a video where I sat in my old studio apartment and I talked like this. I talked about a crash pad and the kind of bed that you're going to have in a cold bed or a hot bed. And you really should get it. I don't know who I was, but I certainly wasn't the person you've met today. My channel has changed quite a bit. How much I show of myself, my transparency. I do try to present myself 100% genuinely who I am. If you've worked with me, you know this is who I am all the time. But that first video, I was so busy like blah, 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 and it was so funny. Sitting in an empty apartment. And 5 years later, I'm sitting in my home, surrounded by my Christmas tree and my cats and pieces of garbage that my cats like to lie on, surrounded by more decorative home objects than I have a place for. Oh my goodness, it's just insane. Like I have so much stuff. I'm surrounded by things that I love. And there's really not a place for them, and it's really kind of chaos. You can't see it, but you can see this. It's cute right there. But I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy and so content. And I just think it's the best Christmas Eve. Someone out there right now is thinking, well, Steven, shouldn't you be spending it with your family? I did meet some family that used to be very distant and unknown. But I'm sure they're having their regular traditional Christmas Eve. I really didn't have enough time to dedicate to other people between coming home on Christmas Eve and flying out on Christmas morning. So the time I did have was mine. And that's a gift that you really can only get as an adult, is me time. To know that I'm not going to spread myself thin for someone else's expectations on the holidays. But and I spent it with the most important people in the world, my cats and you. I mean, who could beat that, right? So, I wonder if this has cooled off at all. It's good. Although my mustache is getting so long, I get whatever I'm eating or drinking ends up on my mustache. So, speaking of my YouTube channel, it's been 5 years. And I could probably dedicate a whole long video to just the topic of my anniversary. I'm not gonna. And if I really think about it too much, I will start sobbing. So I'm just going to quickly say a big thank you, because I can already feel the back of my throat starting to tighten up with the, that the past 5 years and this channel and the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos that you guys have watched, because I have a lot. You have impacted my life in ways that I cannot describe to you. Some of which, some of you know. Well, I am going to get emotional. Some of you know the impact that you've had on me. I don't know how there were times I don't know how I would have survived certain times without help. Going back to when I first had Buddy around the house and he was sick, you guys paid his medical bills. It was like $600 and something. When I got Eleanor, you guys helped me with her medical bills because I couldn't at the time. Yeah, the support you guys have given me over the past 5 years has been spectacular and unexpected And I'm so grateful for every moment of it. I am grateful for every moment you watch my videos. I mean, it's such a kind gesture of you to spend time watching me. Of all people in the world, you're sitting here watching me. And I think that's crazy and bizarre, strange, and lovely at the same time. So the fact that you spend some of your precious time with me just blows my mind and knocks my socks off, and I could not be more grateful. There is some income from this channel. It's not my driving force behind my channel. You probably figured that out, right? There are other channels from other very successful YouTube flight attendant content makers out there who seem to be primarily financially driven. I don't know, because I don't know. I'm not going to judge. But if I had that amount of time and effort, I would do the same thing too. That's that. Hopefully, it didn't sound snarky, because I didn't mean it that way. But the income that comes in sort of passively from these videos allows me to really live a little bit more comfortable life. Not because I'm wealthy because of it, but the fact that I might get $300 a month means that I don't have to work 10 hours more at my job than I really want to. As much as I love my job, I don't want to work every day, you know? So my channel like pays off either a car bill or my utilities, or however I want to think about it that month. So I'm super grateful for the income that I get from Google. But again, the 100%, the driving force behind my channel is the connection I've made with the people that watch, and that would be you right now. So that's a long, drawn out thank you, really, because you've changed my life. And many of you have been kind, and I mean overly kind, in saying that I've impacted you guys somehow. And that just... I know that in my life, I know, this is totally freeform thinking, I'm so sorry. I know in my life that I have changed some people's lives for a fact. I know that I've improved some people's lives, and that's primarily through recovery. I've sponsored a lot of people in recovery, and in sharing my own story with them, I know that I've helped some people on their journey of recovery. And then I meet some of you folks in the airports, and you say such kind things, like I may have helped you or inspired you somehow in your journey to become a flight attendant. And that kind of freaks me out. Recovery, like I know how to speak to an alcoholic. That might be in a way that would be helpful. But to think that that someone would be, that I could have helped someone get their job that they've dreamed of really is the most humbling thing. Really, it's crazy. It's crazy. But as you know, I could talk for 45 minutes on any given topic. So I'm going to just leave that. Thank you. You've changed my life. You touch my life every day. I'm going to leave that on the table for you. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. It's just... So I am going to spend the rest of the evening, I'm going to finish my cocoa while it's still hot. I'm going to hang out in my green velvet chair with my little blue blanket and hope that one of my cats wants to jump on my lap. And when I finish my hot cocoa, I'm going to heat up some food. And while that's doing that, I'm going to try to organize my Christmas stocking stuffers so that tomorrow morning I can just have the stockings ready and hang them in the galley on the airplane tomorrow morning. So that's what I'm going to do the rest of the night. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up hopefully early enough where I can go under that tree there. Isn't that I love my tree. And then open up a couple packages that I have from Scott and is it Brandon or Brendan? I think Michelle has a couple small things in my stocking too. I think it's Michelle. Yeah, that's my plan for tonight and tomorrow morning. So as I like to say, blah, blah, blah. It's all blah, blah, blah. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Merry Christmas, or Happy Saturday, or Happy Sunday. Happy Hanukkah if you celebrate. I think Kwanzaa the 26th? Is Kwanzaa the 26th? I wish you every possible holiday, joy, peace, love. I wish you whatever you need and what you want. So with that, I'm signing off. Good night. Fly safe. Bye. Hi, honey. This is what you wanted to do instead of playing with your friends or saying hi to your friends? You saw earlier one of Eleanor's favorite toys is a stick with some string. She also loves marbles. So I'll throw marbles on the ground and she will, well, she's not doing it right now, but she loves to play with those. If you think stepping on Legos is painful, try stepping on marbles. Fun, fun, fun. Hi, Eleanor. Hello, Eleanor. Eleanor loves to tear up little pieces of white tissue paper. She's playing with some marbles right now. And I am hanging out in front of my Christmas tree with a cup of hot cocoa out of a mug that my former coworker Gracie made for me years ago. There you go. I wish you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, happy, happy, happy. Love you all.